Welcome to this information video on the Entrepreneurship and Management in the Creative Industries Master in Science in Business Administration program at the University of Amsterdam Business School. This track, also referred to as MC for short, is one of the only academic programs in Europe that focuses on the creative industries from a Master in Business Administration perspective. My name is Monika Kaczkovic, and I'm the MC track coordinator and your narrator during this presentation. So, let's virtually step into the business school and let me introduce you to the MC Master of Science in Business Administration program. Okay, I hope you're seated comfortably because in the next 10 minutes or so, I will share the highlights of the MC program. The creative industries are big business, and I'll tell you exactly how big that actually is. I'll also show you why focusing on the creative industries can give you the skills needed to successfully navigate today's ever-changing and uncertain business environment. During the MC Master program, you will be required to think critically and challenge conventional theories, link developments or events to better understand competitive dynamics and performance in various creative industry settings, and focus on the interconnections across industries to understand how changes in one domain can disrupt performance in another. So if you're interested in working in the creative industries, or if you plan to work in any industry in which creativity and innovation play a central role, then this track is for you. But first, let me tell you a bit about the creative industries, because they are big business. A relatively recent global overview conducted by Ernst & Young found that the creative industries employed more than 29 million people worldwide in 2015 and generated a revenue of 2.5 trillion euro. To put this a bit into perspective, the worldwide revenue of the telecommunications industry that same year was a mere 1.3 trillion euro. To address the growing need of specialized higher academic education and research in the creative industries, the MC track was initiated by Joop van den Ende, who is one of the most successful Dutch entrepreneurs in the creative industries. Today, the MC track is one of the only master programs in Europe, or for that matter, worldwide, that focuses exclusively on the creative industries from a business administration perspective. The core focus of the MC program is to help students gain a fine-grained understanding of the effects of dynamic competitive processes and radical or disruptive innovations on performance differentials in highly competitive industries, such as the media, entertainment, music, film, fashion, and the arts. The extreme competition in the creative industries is even more pronounced compared to other industries because of its core market characteristics, such as oversupply, uncertain demand, and no real measures to objectively evaluate quality in order to establish the product's value. As an illustration, take a look at these two artworks on this slide. Can you tell, just by looking at them, which one sold for 100 euro and which one sold for 28,000 euro? In 3 seconds, I'll flip to the next slide with the answer. But if you need more time to think about this, press the pause button now. If you chose the artwork titled Silver Tree, Mother of Pearl, you guessed correctly. But don't feel bad if you chose the other one. In fact, roughly 50% of the people, including art experts, chose the one titled Trash is King when I asked them the same question. The bottom line is, quality is not easily discernible in the visual arts, as well as other creative industries, which makes assigning value to these products problematic. Coupled with market characteristics like oversupply, demand uncertainty, and subjectivity of evaluations, makes the creative industries one of the most extreme business environments to study. Especially since some products, like the sculpture titled Silver Tree, Mother of Pearl, outperform other ones by tens of thousands of euros. The question then arises, why? During this track, You will dive into diverse business fields ranging from management and marketing to organizational design, innovation, and strategy, and learn about theories that will help you understand winner-take-all markets, where self-reinforcing feedback mechanisms rooted in the Matthew effect or herd behavior or superstar effects will help you understand competitive performance in the creative industries. Examples of radical innovations in the creative industries, like the use of algorithms to produce creative products, will also be addressed. For instance, one of these poems was written by a poet laureate, while the other was written by an algorithm. Can you tell, just by reading them, which one was written by a human and which one was machine generated? If you want, you can press the pause button now. Otherwise, I will flip to the answer slide in 3 seconds. If you guessed poem number 2, then you're correct. It was written by the algorithm RKCP, developed by Ray Kurzweil, who has been the Director of Engineering at Google since 2012. During this master program, you will be introduced to state-of-the-art theory on categorization and signaling to help you better understand how algorithmically generated suggestions, such as fans also like on Spotify or Netflix, change a competitive landscape, and how managers or entrepreneurs can successfully navigate these domains where rapid advancements in AI and technological innovations have commoditized information. So, in summary, the aim of the MC Master Program is to provide a deeper understanding of dynamic competitive processes and performance outcomes by focusing on contemporary theories in marketing, strategy, innovation, and digital technology. The program helps future managers and entrepreneurs gain the state-of-the-art skills necessary to manage dynamic competitive businesses. It is suitable for those interested in any industry where creativity and innovation play a central role. The MC program focuses on understanding the dynamics of competition from a business administration perspective in fast-paced industries where creativity is essential to success. During the program, students will discuss and critically reflect upon the most important and contemporary theories across diverse academic disciplines and apply them to specific industry cases, ranging from high art to mass entertainment. There will be opportunities to engage in conversations with business leaders and innovators in diverse creative industries, as well as network opportunities with alumni. The MC program starts in September, and students first follow the Theories of course. During the Theories of Entrepreneurship and Management in the Creative Industries, students will deep dive into the differences and similarities among the creative industries and other sectors. Themes covered during this course include long versus extremely short product life cycles, extreme market uncertainty with high flops to hits ratios, and the role of endorsements and word of mouth. State-of-the-art theories from various business administration disciplines, such as strategy, management, and marketing, are used to get a well-rounded understanding of the cultural industries domain. Following the Theories of course, there are 2 core courses students follow. First, there's the Strategic Management and Marketing Theory in the Creative Industries core course. Here, students explore the building blocks of strategic management and marketing and discuss the meaning of fundamental concepts such as competition, markets, organization, innovation, and strategy in the creative industries. Emphasis is placed on understanding how different viewpoints on these concepts can have significant implications, not just for theoretical understanding, but also for managerial decisions. The second core course is Cultural Entrepreneurship and Innovation. During this course, students reflect on concepts such as innovation and leadership in the creative industries, as well as big data, the use of big data, and the impact of art policies and subsidies. In the second semester, students follow the thesis proposal course that prepares them to work on their master thesis from February up to and including June. Past graduates have written their theses on crowdfunding, herd behavior in small world networks, social media platforms, and digital innovation in various creative industries, such as fashion, art, design, film, music, architecture, and craft beer, to name a few. On this slide, you see the MC faculty members who, in addition to teaching, are also very actively involved in up-to-date research that incorporates the newest business theories and technology to study the high arts as well as the more popular arts. Graduates of the MC program have excellent job prospects for positions as managers, consultants, strategists, and entrepreneurs in both profit and nonprofit organizations. Our graduates can be found working at Talpa, Netflix, Stedelijk Museum Amsterdam, Tommy Hilfiger, Accenture, and Booking.com. There's also the possibility to extend the program by doing an internship or a study abroad at Bocconi or Copenhagen Business School, who we have a very long-standing relationship with and are the MC preferred academic partners. So this concludes the presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to follow us on social media, or if you have a specific question, please feel free to reach out to me. My email is at the beginning of this presentation. Once again, thank you very much for your interest in the MC program. We hope to see you next year.